Empirical Woodland, I'm not actually cultured enough to know what that is, beyond a Shakespeare play that has a place in the name, and therefore the one that keeps showing up in pub quiz trivia time. Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, or an anime adaptation, or Two Gentlemen of Verona. I'm something. I don't know. I'll tell you what I am, is forgetful, because I forgot to turn on the penguin cam. Boop, there I am. it's it's one of those days today. All right, something is going on, and nothing's quite right, and I don't know what it is. Probably just a case of the Mondays, but also I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. So do you know what we're gonna do? We're going to go hello to you, Ardent Slacker. I hope everything's going great, and I am going to go over to my game. And the game that we are playing today is... It's on the Switch. You saw the little logo there. We're playing Coconut Island. Hell yeah. Oh, maybe we're not playing that. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that they included that sort of thing. Because I know that this game is, in part, based on... not appropriate for people with heart diseases. Oh, that's a new one. Don't mind me just adjusting my headset. Yeah, I know that this game is... I forgot where that sentence was going. Great! Good job! About? Oh, that's just the credits. Well, time to give my thoughts on this game. It was pretty short. Time to credits was, what are we on, 7:10? So call like 2 minutes to get to the credits. That's fine. Anyways, let's start a new game. I have played this before, but I played it ages and ages and ages ago, and I don't really remember a great deal about it. Ms. Vivi, hello, we can now begin the party. Let's do that. See? I clicked start. Oh man, I can never make paper planes. That's a skill that I always wanted to have, and I could never do it, because I got these big, clunky baseball mitt hands. During this time period, many provincial military leaders... And then we fell asleep. The president then started the Northern Expedition, securing... Look, it's instruct to buy. Ms. Yin, may I have a word with you? I fell asleep in class exactly one time. And it was a government and politics class in college. And what happened was, we all piled in. I sat down at my chair. And I rested my head on the desk. On my bag that was on the desk. And the next thing I know, I pick my head up and everyone's filing back out of the room because it's an hour and a half later. And like, oh no. Teacher, I'm so sorry. It wasn't important. Didn't show up on the test. So, who really won that day? A typhoon alert? There shouldn't be any typhoons this time of year. What's going on here? I'm gonna boost that a little bit. I don't remember this game being particularly jump scary, but there we go. Alright. We move with the left stick. And that appears to be it. And then, presumably we can look at this thing. This is my seat. The chairs are pretty uncomfortable, but I'm used to it now. And we can examine this thing. There's a note on the table. Where did Ms. Yin go? Whoever was passing this note in class was worried about Ms. Yin. Ms. Yin keeps calling in sick lately. That's weird. No kidding. Man, I hate those other subs they send in. Also, Bronwyn, thank you for checking in. Hope you have a good time with the lurking. Hope everything's going okay. Hope everything's going... You should not head home. It's a typhoon. You should... hide under a desk or something. I've never really been in a typhoon. Been at the tail end of Hurricane Katrina. Does that count? Ooh! This... Look at this rain! On the little brick railing. That looks great! Girls' restroom. I shouldn't be going in there. Well, I can't read that sign, so you can't blame me. And we're not going into the boys' room either. Well, that's fine. Oh, we can go down. Cool. So actually, yeah, I was visiting a friend, and I was in Alabama, and that was the year that I almost got shot. Believe it. And I was on like a little porch like this as the tail end of Katrina went over the top, and it's like if you put your hand into it, it was like a sheet of just water, and it kind of hurt. It was wild. Well, I don't know what way the front gate is. So, there you go. I don't feel like I can be blamed for that. What's in here? Oh, no. Oh, dear God, the banyan tree. I'm having flashbacks to the Spectrum and the C-64. Cover your eyes, Empirical Woodland. We'll get through it. An old sketch of what looks like the banyan tree in the school. There seems to be a figure underneath. Anyway, yeah, can I look in here? No. Can I go in there? No, door's locked. Okay. Well, if we're going home, ground floor, I'm going to say. And that's the Principal's office. Don't need to go in there. And an old photograph in the dirt. Alright. Can't tell who's in the picture. There's a quote written on it. The roots below the earth claim no rewards for making the branches fruitful. I get it. Like, nobody says thank you to the teachers, I guess is what that means. I think this is the control panel for the roll-up door. Open it? Sure, why not? I thought you meant the door. It's a mechanical winch. There are instructions on the cover. I think I need a hand crank. See, Ms. Vivi, that kind of thing is wild to me. Close-ish being 10 hours? I can drive to the other end of England and back in that time. Thank you very much. That's not close. Nice. Diamond Sutra? Why would someone put this on the wall? I'm not familiar with Buddhist teachings. There's one dirty coat. That musty smell is horrifying. Does anyone hear that fly? Or was that in my room? I don't see it. It's fine. A kerosene heater. We used it last winter. Huddling around it and having a good time. There is a series that I watch. It's a YouTube channel that I watch by the name of Generally Pookie. And she's a little cartoon penguin who does book reviews. And there's one point she's reading a book which is set in England, and it talks about making it's like a grueling 3-hour drive. And she just has the cutest way of not quite bursting out laughing as she says it, but you know it's coming. It's great. Due to our ongoing war with mainland China, Instructor Bai is asking students to rat out anyone who may be pro-communist or show signs of treachery. There are big rewards for informants. I believe this game is set in Taiwan. It's made in Taiwan. Okay. Open your inventory. And use... Oh, that's just the notebook. So use the hand crank. Check that out. First puzzle solved. This looks kind of nice. I'm reminded of the particular scene in the movie Old Boy. The auditorium is at a lower altitude compared to the other buildings at the school. Through the auditorium is the front gate and the route down the mountain. The shortest route back home is through the auditorium. Oh, game, are you mixing art styles? This tree over here is a pixely tree, and this one appears to be more photorealistic. Oh, and that's pixels as well? I don't know if I like that. I do like this kind of paper doll animation style. It reminds me very much of David Firth, which some people would consider to be a bad thing, but I like it. Like, something about the way this character is sitting on a chair, that is, like, not Stanley or the Sock series. It's one of those. Oh, I mean, let's go up. Let's say hello. Hello, friend. Our friend? Hello? Wake up, you shouldn't be here. Where am I? The auditorium. You were sleeping on the stage. Huh? School is cancelled because a typhoon is coming. Typhoon? Metal Gear. I just came from my classroom. You're the first person I've come across. Weird. How did I... We should get going. It's getting dark in here. And the rain is starting to pour. Wait! My necklace is gone. What? Have you seen my necklace? I don't think so. How? I must have lost it somewhere. I'm not leaving without it. You also appear to have lost a shoe. Is that going to be the next mission? Go find shoe... Oh no, there it is. It's just odd coloring on your sprites, I guess. Alright, let's go find a necklace. It's in the jacket. No. But yeah. Stepping back, go watch Generally Pookie. She's great. And has done the Handbook for Mortals, or I think she's going through that one. And, like, oh, what was the other one? The Mister by L. James. All sorts of nonsense. Move cursor. A to interact. Oh, but you know what I see inside the exhaust fan? I see that. Oh, but we can't reach it. And fair play to you, because I would also not put my hand inside a giant fan like this. Especially if I was in a horror game, I would get cut off. Oh, okay. Open inventory while in this screen. My line of thinking, we use the hook to pull it out. Yeah, you go. It's like a crane game. We want a prize. We want a white jade deer. Two of those are... It's like pink, gold, peach. That's just a selection of color names. You know? Hello. Is this the necklace? You found it! That's awesome! Thank you! Where did you find it? It was in the storage room next to the stage. It seems like Someone threw it into a vent in there? What? Why would it be in such a place? Oh, forget it. You found it anyways. Let's get going before the rain gets heavy. The Sadness Trilogy begins! Sure. Not gonna lie, I do kind of like the sad piano music from Heavy Rain. I don't like much else about that game, but that sad piano music is just hilarious. That's what it is. Man, I got flour in my mug. Did a lot of bacon yesterday, now it's just flour all over everything. An aged banyan tree. It's probably been here long before people settled on this mountain. This rock's been sitting here for quite some time now. People say it fell from a small temple on the mountain. It's like one of those, and there was one that I saw kind of locally. It's the security office by the main gate. I guess even the security guard left for home. Here's the campus exit. Alright, here we go. Reminds me of, you know when you see things like, oh, someone threw a boulder through this window, so we framed it. I love when you see things like that. There's a store not too far from me that did that, and we were so sad when they removed it. The bridge collapsed? No freaking way. Yes, I would be more worried about the river of blood than the bridge vanishing. What are you doing? Whoa, why is the river red? This looks like... kind of looks like blood. Blood? Crimson, copper-smelling blood. His blood. And bits of sick. Don't say that. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. What happened? Okay, let's calm down and think about it. There's got to be a reasonable explanation. Why is it red? Even muddy water shouldn't be this color. Ah, I think I know the cause of this. There are a few factories located upstream. It's probably them dumping chemical waste into the river under the cover of the typhoon. Are you sure? I've heard people talking about it. Perhaps you're right. The worst part is, we don't have a way to go downhill now with the bridge gone. Tons of people cross this bridge every day. This bridge should have been better maintained. Guess we have to head back to school. It won't do us any good standing here in the middle of the rain. True. Don't worry, it's just a typhoon. The school has enough supplies for us to get through the storm. Alright. I guess I can trust you. You seem like a reliable person. Just trying to be optimistic. Let's get going then. Algae is weird like that. Like, I want to say it was... we had the bad kind of algae in our park years and years ago, and the whole pond turned blue, I want to say. It was bizarre. All wet and tired. What a day. Just rest up for now. We may have to spend the night here. Oh, wait. I haven't officially thanked you for finding my necklace for me. I'm Fang Rei Shin, a senior from Ms. Yin's class. You can call me Rei. How about you? What grade are you in? So you're my senior. Miss Fang, I'm Wei Chung Ting. You don't have to be formal with me. It's just a bit awkward. Just Rei is fine. Normally we don't go to the senior building. I heard that it's a very competitive environment, where everyone works their butt off studying. Yeah, it's not that awful. Some of us still do what we want. I do envy you for graduating. Soon you won't have to see Guo Feng on a daily basis anymore. Instructor Bai? I don't even dare call him by his whole name. Rumor says he was a relentless killer during the war. I wouldn't dare do that in front of him either. We're all pretty terrified of him. We avoid him any possible way we can.
Hey you, come here. Why are you hiding from me? Are you affiliated with the commies?
Whoa, that was a perfect imitation. It's giving me goosebumps. Anyways, just hang on tight, buddy. It'll be your turn to graduate next year. Life's a struggle. Hey, I know what we can do. Let me go use that phone in the principal's office, unless it is the first office among many. See if I can contact anybody. Then I'll grab that heater in the storage room and a couple blankets from Health Center. That should be enough for us to get through the night. That's a well thought out plan. Do you need any help? I'll be fine on my own. You should rest up here, missus. The man's got it under control. Hold on there now. Don't take me as one of those spoiled pampered girls. I'm probably more capable than most of you boys. Sorry, I came out the wrong way. It's okay, you don't have to apologize. I know you were just trying to help. Okay, how about this? I'll go make the phone call, then we can find what we need together and carry them back. Alright, that sounds good. I'll wait for you right here. Just hurry back. It's getting real dark in here.
It'll be dark soon.
Man, doing a character voicing another character, that's difficult. And just doing that on the fly, that didn't go super great. Hello? Bitrate, are you okay? Do you need a soda? What are you doing? His footsteps echoed softly, invoking a trace of suspense in me. Reality faded away as time stood still. I swallowed hard as the emptiness confined me. Well, you know, in Empirical Woodland, we do play horror games on Mondays. And there is a Silent Hill game, like, on the horizon. But not next. That's not what we're doing next. That's pretty Silent Hill-ish, though! Ah! Why? What happened? It looks like he's not breathing at all. Is he dead? But how? He was fine just a moment ago. Oh my god, I just met you. Tell me this is only a bad dream. Okay, Ray, take a deep breath. There's a notebook on the stage. It's Way's journal. Saw him looking through it earlier. Perhaps there are clues to what happened. Alright, now that's a David Firth style animation. Look at that. Is that the designated saving chair? Is that what that is? No, that was just a one-time thing. Alright, what is in the... What's in the inventory? Nothing! Can I look at it? Oh, there you go, I can look at it. So we've done that, we've done those. Our school anthem. It actually has a decent melody. The lyrics, however, feel like another one of those propagandas promoting patriotism. School motto and rules. The first thing in orientation was to memorize the school motto and rules. All that be honest, be brave, be loyal, be frugal stuffs. And making sure you know it was Principal Mr. Shen who established these foundations for us. Do schools have mottos and stuff? Maybe, I don't know. None of the ones I ever went to ever did. A fortune-telling poem from the temple. Turn the wheel with the laws of the universe to reveal the path ahead. Okay. Can you look at it? It's too dark to see anything. Can we take a candle? Do we have to take a specific candle? That's probably it. Looks like. And then you push the space bar, and it shoots a little flame out, and it does like minimal damage. So realistically, aren't all anthems supposed to be patriotic? Like, that's the point of an anthem of some description. Like the national anthem, it's supposed to be like, you know, God save the king and all that. You gotta like England. Or the Star Spangled Banner, it's just yelling about how great everything is. Makes sense to me. The famous sacred tree of this mountain. It looks rather spooky at the moment. Oh, you're a thing I can look at. Why is there a grave here? The engravings on the tombstone were all rubbed off. When was this built? A shrine? Worshipping a few deities? I don't recognize any of them other than the Earth God. Oh, but what's this next to the incense burner? Amazing. Picked up a shrine. Seems like a page from a children's book. Don't be scared when you see the lingard. Just hold your breath and quietly walk away. Hold breath button. What is hold breath button? That one. Okay. Oh, there you go. Press button to hold breath. I've been seen. Amazing. Okay. So, they leave you alone if you get far enough away. I don't trust this. I don't trust any part of this. I'm gonna gasp for breath as soon as I pass, and I'm gonna get caught. Told you! What did I tell you? It's fine! Can they go through doors? No. Good. Good. Our first monster encounter survived like a pro. Everything's gonna be fine with this game, don't you worry about it. Click! Hello, hello! How you doing, sir? Hello, Daffodil. It must have been very hard for you. Who could be calling at a time like this? Perhaps I can get some help. You having an okay day? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And I hope that goes for each and every one of you. I want today to be a good day for everyone. A bookshelf filled with books about history, leadership, and the war. If I remember right, the principal was also a war veteran. I'm going to go answer the phone, and then I'm going to look at the set dressing. I'm going to look at whatever that hideous thing is after I answer the telephone. Way said he was going to try and get a hold of the townspeople. Maybe they're calling back. Hello? I'm a student from Greenwood High. Someone here was found dead. Please, send help. I refuse to believe this Taiwanese school is called Greenwood High. That sounds very American. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Fang, I am waiting for you in the counselor's office. Who is this? What in the world is going on? It is Silent Hill, the first one. Look at that. The counselor's office is on the 3rd floor. It's fine. So that's why we stopped using rotary telephones, in fact. Like, because every time you hang up, that happened. Not about that. That's why we stopped doing it. This is an altar for praying. Hell yeah, let's save for progress. This file cabinet shouldn't be locked up. A watch list? For what? No, the folder is empty. Shimo painting. It's a scene from near the school. Yeah, so I know that the logo for this game is written in Chinese, and it translates to something like stuck in school, which is pretty great. Okay, I mentioned this in a recent video. There's one of the Zelda games where you find something that is just walled up with spell tags, and you go, I don't know what that's about, but I don't want to get away from that. That's some bad nonsense. That's what that is. Taoist talismans of protection are all over this wall. Don't go in that room. Messed up nonsense in there. It's made by a Taiwanese or Hong Kong team, isn't it? Asks Empirical Woodland. I cannot tell you immediately without looking. I just know that the game is Taiwanese in origin, and because that is where the TV adaptation came from. There's a Taiwanese drama based on this. Only a single desk and chair sitting in the middle of the class. It evokes a sense of solitude. Huh? There's some engraved marks on the table. They seem to be words and symbols. They're too faint to read right now.
It says, witch, thief, go home.
Silent Hill 1 and 3, do you see? I don't remember these steel bars being here. Guess I'll have to find a way to the other side. I'm going to say we go down a floor, and then go across, and then we go up. That is my plan. Well, we can't see inside that room, so presumably it's... Sir? I was gonna say, presumably it's safe. Like, that guy's okay. He's just chilling. He's safe. We're good. We're fine. Okay. Find a barbed wire cutting tool. And then we go upstairs. That's what I'm thinking. You are on your own now. Who wrote this? This is Way's seat. There's some writings on the desk. Strengthen thy wings, the sky's the limit. Alright then. From what I remember, this entire game takes place roughly within the school. So, like, there's a very limited number of places we could potentially go, but even so, we've got a lot of puzzles popping up. Darkish red stains in the sink. Something's jammed in the pipe. A dye in a place like this? Rotten smell coming from inside. I don't want to open it. This is disgusting. How did it get so nasty?
Reach in, there is ammo.
And like a fantastic running joke. This used to be where I could clear my head. Right now, however, it only gives me goosebumps. Oh, what's this? There are pliers in the sink. Ahaha! And they're specifically called fence pliers. Good to know. My head hurts. I look like hell. How did Wei die like that? Am I in danger as well? Why, dear? Please tell me this is all but a nightmare. Speaking of... Okay, I'm gonna stop yelling about Silent Hill, lied CPC Gamer, but I'm getting, like, vibes of some of the latest Silent Hill soundtracks from this soundtrack. That's pretty good. Like, this kind of warped drum beat. I like it. Forgotten? Or just too afraid to remember? That was pretty great! I hate when mirrors screw around and do things they shouldn't. Because it's like, oh dang, my grounding technique doesn't work! Do the do the That totally worked. I'm the best at this game. Don't mind me. Alright. Now, what I'm wondering is, while I'm doing inventory stuff, is that ghost still moving around? I'm assuming it's a ghost. Is that ghost still moving around? Maybe. Am I in danger? Probably. Health center. Definitely. A Snellen chart for an eye examination. The light box can be lit, if I remember correctly. Criddle! Good. Oh, hello. There's a shadow in the corner. Yeah, let's pull the board up. How do I do that? Yeah, do that. And then we get a key. I'll tell you what your emergency is. It's somebody's birthday and you appear to have forgotten who. And that's... That's pretty bad. Diagnostic reports from the health center. How can students be injured so severely like this? April 20th. Huang Mingcheng, 17. Male. Right arm comminuted fracture. Left wrist bone fracture. I always worry when I find a word that I don't immediately know and I have to read it, and I'm going to feel kind of dumb. Like I'm going to look stupid if I read the word incorrectly. As if I don't purposefully mispronounce words constantly for comedic effect. Ask me about any word ending with ed and how I pronounce it ed. Like striped. Okra. Alright, come here, you. Come here! I think this is a puzzle ghost. Oh, hello. Put down the offerings and revere the lingered, then hold on to your breath and do not linger. Well, no, because they're lingered, you see, so you don't do that. It is a puzzle ghost, because we just got food. Also, Criddle, you make me cry. I kind of hope that ghost just sort of stays there for the rest of the time. Because I don't have another food offering, and I can't Oh, I do. Good. I'm glad to know that that keeps respawning. Okay. Well, do you know what? I hope you're having a good day. Being younger than me, I hope everything is fine. Died young is written on a paper. This is Wade's classroom. Do I have a map? I feel like I should have a map, so I can tell what is through each classroom. I don't think I need anything over here, do I? Because that's the classroom, and then that's the storage room, and then that's just a pile of debris. That's right. Dang empirical woodland. I'd shake my fist at you if it wouldn't dislocate my shoulder. Oh yeah, we've done that. Alright, Click, welcome back. Kids. I thought you said welcome back, kids. Like we're the young'uns. And I'll take that, but I'm pretty sure that is not what you meant. I thought it was your kids. This door's all boarded up. Practically an antique. Criddle, that's what that is. Just ready to go to sleep forever. Or just even now. Have I missed something? Wait. Yes, I have missed something. I got the key to the door. I got it in the eye chart. Man, I am the smartest of the beans. So now, I have to go past you again. Okay, I do that. And then we do that. So here's what tripped me up. The nurse should have the key. That said to me, go find the key. I've got it. So there we go. Now we can, I don't know, collect something from this metal box. Click. There is nothing wrong with having some hot chocolate. Absolutely nothing. Because, do you know what? It's quite tasty. It's quite nice. And I thought I saw that. Emergency showers and eye wash station. Something's in the water bowl. I have a comment that I could make there, Empirical Woodland, but it's not going to help my case. And that is that some of the people I've worked with think that I'm lying when I say this. They think that this is a joke. When I was younger, I had a puzzle that was like a map of Europe, and you had to put the countries into the assigned little slots. And that puzzle had 2 Germanys. And that probably indicates how old CPC Gamer is. Or at least how old that puzzle was that I had it and was young enough to use it. Seems like a pretty nice guy. That's terrible. Can I use paint thinner on your desk? No. Okay. What can I use the paint thinner on? There was a bloody wall. I suppose I could go take a look at that. Everyone in chat is now like, 2 Germanys, really? How odd. That is fairly old, CPC Gamer. Did you ride to school on a Dromisio Mimus? I may have done. You don't know. Right. Can I? Oh. Well, that didn't really work. What else have we got? I suppose there's an entire first floor that I didn't look over, so I should probably go and do that. So my main exposure to the idea of the USSR is Street Fighter 2. Because that's where Zangief was from. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to go this way. But yeah, like the little plane flew across the map and it went UFFR. And then that's when Zangief showed up. And I put the controller down because I could never beat that guy. To the point that I wanted to learn to play as him. Because then you do the mirror match last. And then I would get more playtime out of Street Fighter 2. And not have to deal with Zangief. It made sense to child me. Also, something else that I had intended to do, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't, is... Hello? Mr. Cow's room. What's on the door? Seems to have a bunch of Taoist talismans painted on it. Strange. It's not locked, but I can't open it. Well, what if I have paint thinner on the paint? Yeah, well, when I was a kid, I had a book that referred to the Second World War as Troubles Ahead. How's that? That's a lie. But the Germany thing, that's true. And I think that's really, really interesting. Because, like, that's a pretty neat relic. And it's a horrible thing from a pretty terrible period of history. But, like, yeah, actually, I had that. Free calendar handed out by the township office. Every household has one. Poster of a famous celebrity. A chipped white ceramic bowl. Can't lift it up. Somehow it'd stick to the table. English was the second language, it's fine. There are scratching marks inside the bowl. Guess the rumor of people gambling in this school was not a rumor after all. Well, how about we gamble? Oh. I'm on the right lines. A water bucket. Something's in there. Yes! Alright. Now we gamble. I like that it gave me that option. I don't like that. I'm gonna write that down. Hang on. Oh, my notebook's over there. Right. 6, 2, 3. There we go. Watch me forget where I have written that note. And there we go. Whoa, what's this? Teeth? I thought I was holding dice. These numbers. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure they were dice when I threw them. Oh, it was written down for me. Thank you, game. Fame. After throwing the dice into the bowl, they turned into teeth. Are the numbers supposed to mean something? English is hard, alright? I should stop pointing that stuff out. Alright, portable gambling. Let's go! Oh, what was that? This room smells like old alcohol and smoke. I am suffocating. The prophecy is revealed when a sacrifice is made with the blood of the innocent. And that looks like the guy. This is really disturbing. Why is there a knife stabbed in the table? Despite the rust, it still looks sharp. I imagine somebody was doing knifey finger. But like, it doesn't really work with a box cutter or a safety. Anyway, a country map. We have to memorize each province's name for geography class. Map D! I hate Map D! That Map D, towns and counties of England, was the bane of my high school existence. I hated geography class. I hated Map D. I hate that zombie. But you know what? We did it. It's fine. Right. So my thought is... Oh. Wait. No. Alright. Well... I guess we have to do it. Oh, you're gonna make me do it, aren't you, game? Alright. This is probably gonna be kind of violent. Maybe avert your gaze for a little bit, if that is something that distresses you. I bet this is gonna have some real squishy sounds. You ready? Here we go. That is absolutely a David Firth thing. I am absolutely certain he has used that sound effect. That's very drippy. But now we have a... We have nothing. You didn't see it. It's fine. Oh, and now, what we can do is... Be strong, Ella. You'll be fine. Live another day so that you can do another Game Boy Color gauntlet. You've still got, like, the other Croc game to play. I've got the other Croc game to play. And when you do that, I'll do that. How's that? It's fine. You'll get there. You know? Oh, actually... Drop me a message on Discord. I was reminded of something. I might want to ask you a question. Anyway, welcome to the game Detention. I was good in school. I mostly never had detention. Thank you very much. It was fine. And the one time I had the after-school detention, he had it coming. Is this the desk? No. So my line of thinking is, right, we find that desk that had the etchings in it, and then we pour the blood onto the desk, which will fill up the etchings, and then that will tell us what we have to do next. Because we don't really have any other puzzle items. And that's... Is that the way I came? I actually don't remember where that desk was. But I like my thinking. Good job, me. No, that's the office. Game's pretty good so far. Don't know how much I like these loading screens. I don't think it's that way. I'm gonna leave you alone. I do like, as well, that the candle... It's indicating that the candle is illuminating things by adding color to the scene, rather than adding light to the scene. That is... There's blood on the door. So we use blood in the classroom. Look at that. That is good design. The blood sank into the marks. What can I use to print out the engravings? A notebook. Yeah, see, there we go. When written, the symbols and numbers from I Ching, or the Book of Changes, an ancient Chinese divination text. A microcosm of the universe and symbolic description of the processes of change. And we need to know... Alt-tab out. 623. Okay. So that's... I'm sure I'll remember that when I need to use it. Now, where do I go? That's not going to be the gate to the front door of the school, is it? Because there is no front door to the school anymore. So... I don't know. But at the very least, I have a code that I can use to get somewhere. I don't think it was Dave, although, as the line goes, everybody knows a Dave. And he does sound like the kind of person who'd be stealing a door. I'm just gonna duck this way to make it faster to go past the ghost there. I'm gonna see if there's a gate on the ground floor, because I don't believe I did. Like, maybe it has relocked itself now that the hand crank thing is still up. So, let's... She has a very particular voice clip that sounds like she's going hello, and I don't like it. Why am I running? She can teleport. She can just come get me. I don't like that. I'm gonna find that one ghost, And he's gonna go, I see you take a lot of damage. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to do. What just fell off my desk? Nothing, just a pen. Alright, we are all good. So I'm pretty sure this is just like the ghost tutorial area and there's nothing outside. Yeah. Come on, go back in, please. Thank you very much. Now. Can't possibly go through that door. That door is blocked off. Can't do that. Right, so we've done that. We've done the essay. Right, did you have... You did. Right. Number 6 was that plus looking one. And then 2, 3, which I believe... That's not the button. Oh, there you go. 2. 1, 2, 3. Click sound from the lock. Click. What sound does this lock make? No answers, or you just querying why I'm in detention? Why are we in detention? I don't know. We woke up and it makes the sound of booba, says Click. Alright. I'm not entirely sure what sound that would be, but I will take your word for it. Click. I know it's been a minute, Click, but I'm pretty sure that they don't go click, clack, click, clack. That's weird. Right. Continuing on. Oh, yeah, we got to the other side of that. I thought that's what the barbed wire did, where we used the pliers. I thought that was on the other side of that, so... There you go. Is it the music video to Steam by Peter Gabriel? The consular's office. Let's go. Oh, let's not go there. Dang old consular. I never got a tote bag. Well, nope. Nope. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, man. Non-Euclidean space. I love it. Let me tell you, dream logic / nightmare logic in my video games, I love it. Give me more of those. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Amitabha, Buddha, Amitabha, Buddha. Someone wrote Buddha's name all over the wall. Age 17. Mother is a housewife. Negative troubled attitude. Constant tardiness. Gradually improving. Require follow-up. Encourage leisure activities such as reading. Signed by faculty members. Counselor Chang Ming-hui. Homeroom teacher Yin Si-han. JROTC officer Bai Gao-hong. Principal Shen Yin. Thank you for stopping in, Criddle. I hope you have a wonderful... That was great. That was really good. I like that. It was a good scene transition. Is that the wallpaper from The Shining? It might be. Anyways, no. Please travel safely. I hope you have a good time. Enjoy the rest of this special day. It's your day. Ring in the peace, senior. What? Someone's throwing my stuff away without telling me? I hate when that happens. Remember, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies. I gotcha. I remember what that means. They say I should enjoy my youth, but I find it difficult. What happens after graduation? Where should I go? Will I end up like Mom? Ugh, stop worrying so much, Ray. Life moves on regardless. Be hopeful. At least this weekend's going to be... Or at least this weekend's going to be. I don't know. Dowry? Really? Okay, that's... not a word I had expected to see in this game. Assuming it is the word that I'm familiar with, a dowry is part of the payment for a bride, or like the stuff that comes alongside it. It's quite foggy outside. I can barely see the roads. But yeah, that's an odd word to hear in this year. Well, there you go. You get a wife and a wardrobe. What a cool system. Feeling a bit sleepy now. I should go back to bed. Let's go to bed. If a paper plane could whisk my dreams away from here, where I could wake up and find myself in a foreign land to start a new life as a stranger to all. Oh, how wonderful that'd be. Stranger in a Strange Land, you say? That's a good book, and you should all go and read it. That is CPC Gamers Book Club. I recommend Stranger in a Strange Land. It's absolutely fantastic. Good Iron Maiden song as well. It's, I believe, the basis for a piece of music in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So there you go. Bunch of stuff I like, all coming together. Okay. The command post? So this is the middle of the field. Our flagpole stand. The ropes keep knocking on the poles. The Germans did traditionally give cabinets as dowries. I'm surprised to learn that the Germans had dowries as a concept. That's... How about that? I'm learning things today. An old brick building we used to call the Red House. Not like that. The Japanese used this place as barracks during their occupation. Yes, on Slack. I got halfway through describing it, and then I went, oh yeah, I've got this completely backwards. I'm gonna go far away from the Puppetry Club's workshop. I'm gonna look at this super safe cart. A puppet theater on a hand-drawn cart. During summer break, the boys in class would use this as their battle tank. Unfortunately, they quickly broke the wheels. I say that, I do a bit of puppetry. Like, as fundraising, usually. And I'm pretty good at it. And... there you go. That's one of those things where... These things should not be in these jars. The glass beakers here are from our biology lab. They're each holding puppets inside. Okay, it's puppets. That's fine. I mean, it's not. But you know. A large mass of puppets hanging from the ceiling. A brick furnace. I remember back then, Mom said she burned spirit money to bless our health and good fortune. I always thought of it as closer to dealing with the devil. See, I learned about the notion of the dowry in, again, high school. It was religious education is where I picked that up. So in my mind, it is exclusively a cultural and religious practice as opposed to just something that cultures do. A kneeling figure with a wooden token on its back. Can't really tell who it is with a hood on its head. Hopefully no one. That'd be terrible. Oh. Wooden stocks and shackles. Bit of dried blood on the edges. Kneeling figure. There's some blood on its hood. The temple's divine incense burner. Before we pray, Mom always lights 3 incense sticks. She tells the gods her name and birthplace, then launches into the spiritual drivel. She often lays her many problems and wishes upon them. Why does she not tell a real person? Instead, they fall upon an invisible god. I'll be honest, and this goes back to something that we found in Silent Hill Shattered Memories. If I came to the point where actual ghosts and monsters showed up, I don't think that I would go, spirituality and the paranormal? Ha! I would believe. I was so worried that was OBS breaking. Oh my god, don't do that to me, game. The truest of horrors, drop frames. Cell's empty. Smells like rotting plants. None of you'd better get up. Not one of you. There is also that click. And like generally speaking, this is my take on the paranormal. I am prepared to believe that people have had experiences they are ascribing to the paranormal. But I don't know if I'm going to be like, clearly you saw a ghost. You know, maybe there's something else to it. Right, can I use money? Oh, otherworldly spirits, I offer this spirit money to ask for your protection. The fire went out? The furnace has suddenly gone cold. Is something in there? How can this be? It should have been reduced to ashes if it was inside. Okay. Oh, is that a thing? No, that's just the matches that are there. Okay. 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 Thanks, puppets. You're... Anytime I'm around puppets, that's essentially what I am expecting will happen. They just... Rip, come to life. And now they're controlling me around. Oh, like that one fella from Batman. You know the one? I know the one, but I forget his name. These human-like objects are filled with evil over time. Deal with them as with the lingered. Am I dead? I'm dead! And this is returning back to life. And that was my clue. Foul thoughts gather and accumulate until they one day take a life of their own. They begin to twist into a monstrous storm. I want to say Scarface, but I could mostly be thinking of... I'm thinking of a Twisted Metal villain. I'm thinking of Dollface, who is my favorite one. The original Dollface, not the dumb one from the dumb remake that is dumb. Man, Twisted Metal Black was such a good game. And I'm convinced they called it that just so that it could have painted black on the title screen. Which is one reason I have never streamed it. Do you want to see me get immediately shut down on YouTube? Hello, I'm playing this video game that's just got painted black as the theme tune. If you chance upon a lantern spirit, avert your gaze and stand unmoving. When it comes near, still your breath. Do not panic, and it will keep on moving. Okay. So we look away from this one, and we don't run from it, and we hold our breath. Heibai Wu-Tang. Black and white impermanence. According to legends, they are two ancient officials. During a routine inspection, misfortune befell them, and they perished trying to protect one another. The Lord of the Dead, seeing their loyalty, appointed them the duty of the messengers of death. It was then the people who died would see them arrive to claim their souls. Alright. Death is a tax collector. That's... Hello, rent is due, time to go. I like that idea. That's a pretty good cultural thing. I've not seen that one. Oh, and it's these guys. And two figures are carved on the door. These are supposed to be guardians, but they look more like the Heibai Wu-Tang. Their hands look like they should be holding something. What could they be missing? Well, is it a fan? Now we gotta go find the other one. Okay. I think that's a pretty good puzzle. I am generally liking the puzzles in this game because it's all set in a very small and restricted environment. There's very little in the way of... There's a million things you could use this on. Figure it out, dummy. Though if you think about it, the first Silent Hill was like that. You just had to go to the right place. You found the rubber ball, and there was only one place you could use it. You just had to make your route there. Okay, who else do we have? There are various films on this rack. They all seem to be tangled together. Tangled's an alright movie. I quite like it. I like the running joke of Flynn's nose getting increasingly more inaccurate and outlandish in every wanted post, so that's great. The film in the media room is being projected from here. Our military education class often played political propaganda. The instructor always has a million things to say about whatever happens in the film. Are there any other films I can play? Click, are you having porridge with blueberries in it? Is that where this has come from? Those are two very specific things to have picked up on, just at random. Leave your death in the hands of others. The Emperor protects!
Even in death may you serve.
So, actually, there's a good point. How is there a grassy grave on the 3rd floor? I'm going to take that incense. Thank you very much. Nothing could possibly go wrong from robbing a grave in this deeply spiritual type game. The grave of Wei Tong Ting? Oh, right, wait, he already... Is the legacy of the deceased always just a mere rock? You did it! You did that! Ray, that was your fault. When did all this writing appear? Snitcher. Is this about an informer? The slogan reads, "Patriotism demands of us sustained sacrifice." I thought that was going to be one of those lantern ghosts, and I was a bit scared. Right, what we can do with the incense is we can use it on the burner downstairs. And if she says that we need matches, then we know where to get those from the furnace. Bye. Don't mind me, creepy lantern ghost. It's like, this is something that I really, really like about... So usually I find it with, like, Japanese ghosts, because that's just something I've read up about a lot. Or yokai, rather. But, like, there's generally a way to get around it. Whatever is attacking you. And... yeah, actually. Like the split mouth woman. Don't directly answer her question. Bamboozle her with nonsense. Or throw sweets at her and run away. That's there. Where is the incense? You guys are just making fun of me now. And I'll have you know, not everything is Silent Hill. Just a bunch of really, really good stuff and my wife. We don't talk about her sister Homecoming. It's probably the next one we're going to get to, and I'm dreading it. It's the worst one. But we're not doing that right now. We're doing this. Yeah, check it out. Incense burner. Right. So... I do as Mom does, with incense in hand. Ignoring the kinds of prayers she'd prefer, I ask the gods only for a way to live as myself. What was that sound? Don't make me go and look at it, game. Something creepy's gonna happen. The prison gate is open. The wood token on the statue's back is loose. Oh, and then that... I reckon that's going to be the thing for the other tax collector up here. Mainly because it's got a big, long handle. You see? Like a little... One guy has the fan, and one guy has the sword. That's what I'm thinking. I like how we have the option to go back outside, even though, presumably, you don't need that. Alright, Mr. Tall Hat, you want a sword? You do! Chill air drifts inward. The walls are pretty beat up. They'll probably collapse one of these days. Copper statue of the president. It can be seen from almost anywhere in the school. Oh, well, what was that? A Japanese-built wooden building. The floors are always creaking. Teachers' offices are inside. Yeah, that sounds about right for a school. Is that how it goes in your school, Click? You gotta go through the creepy murder death building to get to the faculty office? Because that's how I remember it being. That's probably just because I grew up in the north, where we are barbarians like that. The windows are covered in protective talismans. Isn't this the phone from the principal's office? Apparently not. Yes, it's how you keep the kids away. They're never going to solve the stupid puzzle with the fan and the sword. They'd never work it out. This cabinet looks familiar. There's a key inside. Okay. Oh, come on, you've got a staff. Surely there is a staff room. You don't just sit in your class on your lunch break and weep. That's what the students do. This office is blocked off by a fence. Layers of barbed wire. I hope I don't get caught and tear my flesh. Flesh is one of those words that just sort of makes me inherently uncomfortable. And don't use it. Thank you very much. It's pretty awful. I'm not here. Ignore me. Move along, please. Thank you very much. Away I go. That slows the pacing down a little bit. Not gonna lie, but it's also really cool. I like that sequence. A metal door inside. There might be another way around. Staff rooms are not used. So, what do you do on your break? Because I feel like that's what the staff room is for. You've got to have a specific place to go that is away from the kids, so you can go, man, that CPC gamer kid in my class won't shut up talking. We have music class scheduled every semester. It's mostly used as a testing center, though. In the middle of the room hangs a birdcage. A puppet lies locked inside. It's got a hood on. Never seen this style before. Yeah, well, you just stay in your class? That's fair, I suppose. Oh my god. Right. I know we were just doing the joke about how everything is Silent Hill. If I have to read a poem about birds, I'm done. I'm not doing this stupid piano puzzle. I'm leaving. I shan't play this game. The hallway light switch. Are we trying to set up a new command in chat? You could probably do that. Exclamation mark Silent Hill. This is like Silent Hill, it will say. On the table are some broadcasting equipment. Speakers are emitting a small staticky sound. You can almost hear whispering. I can see faces! Thank you very much. A tree has grown through the wall. There are leaves all over the room. Moss grows on the door and windows. You're just going to ignore the faces? Faces in that tree? Okay, that's fine. A A large 8-track player. It's usually used for school broadcasts. The power's connected. Do I just need to stick an 8-track tape in? I guess I need to go and find an 8-track, which I'm led to believe is some variety of cassette tape. That is a very mean-spirited comment, but this is fine. I'll take it. Oh no, a choice of directions? Oh wait. That's just the main door. Okay. Well, good. Now we can loop back to the main building. The main sub-building. And now we can go this way. This is an improbably evil structure to exist in a school ground. What is this? Oh, it's a wooden puppet theater. I see it often when we visit the temple. There seems to be a couple of props on the theater. Climb the ladder up and take a look. I thought that was going to be a prompt for me. But let's do that. Is that guy again? This scene. Is it trying to remind me of something? Pair of mannequin hands. Is it a setup for the puppet play? Well, I can't seem to take anything, so away we go. What else do we have? This is just some variety of camp, is what that is. Seems like there's something stuck inside the tree. Ahaha! Like, this kind of oppressive brick wall and this kind of busted light and barbed wire spirals, that's what that reminds me of. And it's not something that is nice. Indeed, no, it's not. Yeah, may you live in interesting times. One of the best curses. Oh, you're gonna make me go and turn the light switch on, aren't you? And there's gonna be a big creepy monster in the way. Yeah! It's fine! I was gonna make an Uber joke. But that's fine. Don't even worry about it. I wasn't even a very jump scare. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. I hope this isn't copyrighted music. I'm not listening to it. Hello. Moving on. Moving on. That also sounds pretty political. And so do you. Oh. I hope I'm going to be able to remember that. Oh, I don't need to remember that because it's playing over the loudspeaker. So Now I just have to work out how it goes in the piano when I find the piano. Okay. There is something vaguely unsettling about a piece of music that is very short and it loops endlessly, and I think that's why they keep doing it. So, are you just like... Okay. So, do you do anything? No. So it's just... Okay. Oh, and obviously it's the ones that are bloodied and rusted that are what we need to do. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna step out, listen to that again, so that I know what I'm doing. Alright, hang on. That's easier than I thought it would be, actually. So that is... D. And then the highest one. Yeah, there you go. I was kind of worried that that was like a really, really long piece of music, but I got that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. A metal sound comes from somewhere in the room. Is that the cage has opened up? Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you liked my performance. And now, that one song that everybody knows on the piano. You know the one. The one where the guy released it, and it was like, DJ play that song, but it was just that one piano song that everyone knows. And I don't know how they got away with it. Anyway, I'm going to take this puppet. That's great! And by great, I mean the opposite. Bye! Oh, not Moonlight Sonata. Like, everyone knows that one, but not everybody can play it. I feel like the default placeholder piano tune is the... Ooh, there's eyes now. That's great. Will it let me play? Can I go back and play the piano? Chopsticks is also a good choice, but not the one I'm thinking of. I bet it's not going to let me dink around with the piano anymore, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, I can't play it. It's not that. That one. Na 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 da 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 da. That one. Zakrai, hello. You join us for the musical interlude where I am trying to alleviate the tension by screwing around with puzzle items. Everything's fine. I need to get up to the roof. How do I get to the roof? Not that one. You just got home from the lab sessions. Amazing. What did you do in the lab? Did you discover the solutions? Oh, wait a second. Odd and Slacker, that was pretty good. Alleviating detention in detention. I like that. This is why we're friends. You are really solid with puns. And, like, good to hang out with. There's a picture of the two of us hanging out ages and ages ago. And pretty solid picture. And I'm wearing tie-dye. Because I saw that. Did you see that? There's this one summer school where I taught how to do tie-dye for a couple weeks. So, like, everything... Nothing happened. Everything is fine. Everything I wore, like, that summer and for probably the rest of that year was tie-dyed. It was great. I liked it. I'd still do that. Genuinely, I think tie-dye is a good look. Probably because I'm 80 years old. And it reminds me of my youth. I feel like I could actually describe a lot of the things from my youth, and it would probably still fit into the "okay, Grandpa" line of things. Like, we used to load games from magnetic tape, we did. And it sounded like you were murdering ghosts the whole time. I'm gonna go. Where's the film room? I don't remember. So, are you gonna comment on those eyes? No. You did do that too, because you were on the spectrum. And now I am. Ah, that was great. I know it's bad form to laugh at your own jokes, but I'm a giggly person anyway. That was great. I like that. Zachary has redeemed show and tell. And what better time than me sitting here laughing at my own joke? Oh yeah, check it out. That's Chinese right there. If you don't laugh at your own jokes, who will? Thanks, Zachary. You're a pal. Today, our show and tell. Today's show and tell is this little guy. It's a badly focused picture of a Pokemon figurine. It's Prismion, which I believe is the French name for it, because I always forget the English name for it. Anyways, this is one of those Pokemon that has regional variants, and specifically, this is the Japanese one. Because, wouldn't you know it, I picked this up from one of the Pokemon centers when I was in Japan. And I think the English one is brown. Brown and with like green bits, where this one is pink, blue, and white. And, I mean, obviously they only had the Japanese variant. The Pokemon Center only exists in Japan. But I got it to be like, hey, remember that time I went to that place and it was great? And then I forgot how much money I had, and I essentially handed over literally all my spending money to the cashier lady, who had to, like, sheepishly just take one note and slide the rest of it back across the desk. And I'm like, I'm glad you're honest. I just gave you 10 times the amount of money I should have done. Probably 100 times the amount of money I should have done. And she's just like, you dumb foreigner. I just need one note, thank you very much. Take your little Prismion, take your Mega Gardevoir toy, and go. And I did. And it was wonderful. And this little fella sits on my desk next to a picture that Beep Salt sent me of their kid, and a picture of Tiny Child, and a little cuddly Snorlax. And now you know the rest of the story. Good day. I don't quite know what I was doing with that ending, but you know what? It's better than going, so yeah. Right, let's find the projector room and see what we need to do with it. But Britain is very brown, you're quite right. It's a pretty cool Pokemon, actually. It was introduced in, I want to say, Diamond and Pearl. One of the DS ones. And what it does is it checks the region that your DS is set to, and then that is the color of Prismion that shows up in your game. Gen 5, says Zakrai. I forget which one that one was, but definitely. And black and white. Yes, it was black and white. You're quite right. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, it reads the internal region setting of your console, and it's like, well, you've set it to, you know, Japan, so here's the pink and blue one. You've set it to, I think most countries have one, rather than continents. Because I know, for example, I think Mexico has its own specific color, as opposed to just South America. And that's pretty cool. Alright, there's grass in here as well. What is this building? Oh, you're gonna make me go into that room, aren't you? Yes, you are. You could have just looked through the little hole in the wall. But no. Game. You gotta go in there. They've done something spooky, I bet. Oh, 2, 5. 1, 2, 1. Alright, a minute. 0, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1. That's a really neat touch, actually. Look at that. The glass is flickering because a different movie is playing. There are lots of neat little touches in this game that I've noticed, and I like them. Like with the rain on the brickwork at the start. That was great. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm not looking. Does this bug you? I'm not looking at you. I'm not breathing. That means I'm one of you. And you have to move on. Man, Lady Luna Phoenix, if these were the hall monitors, I would never leave my classroom like ever. That would be terrifying. We never had hall monitors in school. Which led to this one instance where... Okay. First of all, hello. Good to have you here. Welcome. Come on in. I'm going to go put the puppet on that hand over here, right? That's what we're going to do with that. So one time, they moved my English classroom from one end of the corridor to the next. And normally, that would be an easy enough thing. Yeah, check that out. The puppet with the hood over its head. Its attire gives me a feeling of familiarity. It looks like a school uniform. Or maybe like Nico attire, but I don't think that exists here. So anyways, yeah. They moved my English class down the hallway, which normally wouldn't be a problem. But there was an exam on in the main hallway, so the central corridor was blocked. And I didn't know where the classroom was, so I spent the entire hour wandering around the outside of the school, not going to class, because I didn't know where I was going. And eventually, what happened was, I stepped into the classroom, and I went, "Hello, miss," and then the bell went, and we all packed up and left. And I tried to argue that that still counted as me showing up to that class. Because I was there, and it momentarily, but I was there. Where is that telephone? That's not why I... So, if ever I got detention in school, it was usually for not doing homework, and, like, one instance when there was a fight. And it wasn't the fight as in the incident that I've mentioned previously. It was just a fight, but, like... I don't know. I was still right. Still won. So, there you go. Is this room with a telephone in it? It is. Okay. Alright, telephone. We dial. Z. I have to pick up the receiver to dial. Fine. Okay. 0. Oh, I missed dialing the old rotary telephones. 2. 5. 1. 2. 1. Miss Fang, your country appreciates your assistance. Oh, I think we did rat out our friends. What's left is only the dial tone. No, thank you. No one in here, just us mice. My grandma had one of those rotary telephones, and it was the most beige device you have ever seen. Ooh. Is DoorDash the thing that is that your term for like when you knock on the door and run away? Because that's... No? Okay. Because that's another one of those interesting things that, depending on where you go in England, the act of knocking on the door and running away has a different name. And it's wildly different depending on where you go. And you could probably tell where Click, myself, and Empirical Woodland are all from separately when we say what it is called around our way. For example, I call it bomb knocking. My dad calls it parcel force. Okay! A key fell out of the puppet's body. Now you see, that's kind of interesting, Click, because I know of Knock Up Ginger as being that. I've never heard it called Knock Down Ginger. Okay. There you go, I'm learning something. And Empirical Woodland's there, going... We call it impertinence. Round my way. Yes, indeed. Also entirely illegal in the UK, as per the Town Police Clauses Act 1847. There's a lot of things that are illegal in the United Kingdom, but it's like... no one's really going to enforce that. Yeah, knock up, or to become knocked up, also means that here... like that movie. But, you know, different people use different words for different things. Where is that key to? Have I found a locked door anywhere? Nope. Basement key. I can go to the basement. That's where we find... the creepy dolls. Which way was that? This whole place is a loop, so if I keep going right, I will eventually arrive there. I don't like how we have to backtrack to go through that teleport pad. I say teleport pad, that's like... that's how you would refer to it in the game makers I'm familiar with. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to bribe the police in most places. Like, on the books. That's also a pretty clever way of doing that, actually. Where... So you noticed the frame rate was getting kind of choppy? That was indicating that you're about to run out of oxygen and you need to start breathing again. That's kind of clever. I like that. Let's save our progress. Golly, I miss save points in video games. Bronwyn is back! Hello, hello! I hope you had a successful look, and you got many things done. I think... Is it... here? No? Was there a locked door down here? Oh, there is this locked door down here. Okay. Lady Luna Phoenix, first of all, PE sucks, end of sentence. I don't like that class. Especially in high school. Thank you most very much. But also, I have only ever received one tip where I work, which is fair enough. I'm a retail worker. We generally don't get tips. Wait, thanks for doing this for me. Not at all. I'm always willing to help if you ask. Though I'm sorry to have to drag you all the way here to my classroom. It's okay. My classroom has individual studies now. It'd be a bother if it were there. You sure nobody else knows about these meetings, right? Of course, miss. Absolutely not. You did ice skating for PE? What kind of bourgeois high school? One thing, though. This book list is quite sensitive in material. Please be careful with it. Yes, thanks for the reminder. I know reading these books could be trouble. But it should be our freedom to pursue knowledge, right? Yeah, I'm with you on that. In fact, I think Ms. Yin also said something like that before. I think you're just like her. You're both courageous and talented. You think we're alike? I can't compare to her anyways. She's the principal's daughter, and they're known to be a family of successful scholars. It's okay. I believe she thinks highly of you. I remember she gave your work a nice compliment once. She said, "Strengthen thy wings, the sky's the limit." Thank you for lurking, Zachary. And enjoy uni stuff as best you can. Uni stuff is awful. Have fun with it. She really said something like that? Hey, let me ask you a question. I see Ms. Yin and Mr. Chang chat a lot. Do you maybe know what kind of relationship they have? Did we see that? Did we just sort of space out for a bit? I don't know. A paper bag left behind by Wei. Oh, we did see it. Was that an incorrect item picture? Or... I've been weak, but you once told me the pen is mightier than the gun. Okay. Oh! It's... Chat, it's a metaphor. So anyways, there's one time where I was helping out a guy at work. He brought in his entire family for a wedding. And I spent a good couple of hours helping this guy find suits and dresses and ties and shoes, and we kitted them all out. And he spent hundreds of pounds getting them all ready to go. And on his way out, shook my hand, slipped me a fiver, and my boss came over and went, "You're not allowed to take tips from customers, you know." So if I had seen that, I'd have to confiscate it. Go put it in your locker. And for a brief moment, I was very worried that all my work had been for naught and I'd have to donate my tip. Ms. Yen? What are you doing over here? As a teacher, I always show concern for students who are a little rebellious. Remember what you did? What? Have you forgotten? Or do you not want to remember? You... Just a harmless piece of paper, right? Instead, I had to die, he had to die, many other students had to die. You're spot on. Her reflection has been black-bagged. Was it you? You just keep causing me trouble. You're driving me crazy. Sometimes when you trip up, you're never able to get back up again. How dare you? This is all because of you. You've ruined everything. If you had a problem, why couldn't you have come talk to me instead? Oh yeah! Reflections! And you could do it fairly easily because this is all like paper doll based. If you weren't here, all would be well. Yeah, isn't the traditional thing that, like, do I still have my... Oh, I don't have my book gun. What a letdown. Yeah, isn't the traditional thing that, like, you get your teacher an apple? Like, that's the stereotypical thing. There you go. In my family, we would always get our teachers one of those, you know, the sewing kit tins? We'd fill one of those with little biscuits and give those to the teacher instead. This looks like a generator, and I know it's not meant to be that, but yeah. Justice Chen Huang. Mom likes to bring all her worries and concerns to you. Sometimes something I think is fruitless, but sometimes there's no one else to look to for help. My hands together in silent prayer. Here are my questions. I, Fang Rei Shin, invoke your guidance. Oh, what to ask about? I don't know. What are we asking about? Let's ask about love. I feel is a bit of a misdirect because we're not here to talk about love. Something's going on and it doesn't involve that. We've met one other person, two other people, and we appear to have killed them both. So that's not what we're asking about. Family, maybe. I know we didn't have a happy family life. But what I'm thinking is prospects, as in what do I do going forwards? Because I know that we've talked about what we want to do in our future, and that's the only thing we don't know about currently. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm going to choose. Will I be able to live life by my choices? Follow my heart down my own path? Yang Po, the laughing answer. So, I can only face reality obediently. And wait until God knows when? Do I have any other choice? Then I also ask... Oh, okay. Um, then let's ask about the family. Will my parents who quarrel and fight have a second chance together? Yang Po, the laughing answer. You cannot cry over split milk. Is that so? You see what I was talking about, intentionally mispronouncing words? The notion of crying over split milk? That is one such thing. That's a muscle reflex. But that was my family. My mom, and that person. We used to smile and laugh together. I also ask about love. Will I be able to live a simple life with loved ones and family? Yinpo, the crying answer. Do not seek what cannot be. This was just a humble request. You can be so cruel. I was going there, Lady Luna Phoenix, but I do not trust myself with singing. Divine answer. So, it is because of me. CPC Gamer, why do you talk over dialogue? No answer. I like that background music. That sounds really good. Youth is hardly ever given a choice. Push through the grind until their innocence fades away. Click, you saying that? That little mandolin sound, that is Silent Hill. That's the opening to the first game, and the ending to the third. I've become a wooden horse on the carousel of life, a jumbled mess of lifeless emotion. A wooden horse on the carousel of life. That is... Mwah! Beautiful analogy. Love it. Infused with frantic energy, I spin ever faster. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. Okay. Well, let's continue down this terrible path. What's going on with that radio? I will stop it eventually, but not right now. Seems like the static in the room is coming from this. Maybe I can get something if I tune it a bit. That sounds like that's going to be copyrighted. I'm just immediately worried that anything that sounds like actual music in this game is going to be copyrighted. And I'm going to worry a lot. Well, I'm going to go over here. The atmosphere in the room has changed. Oh, now it's like Fallout. Mutes it? Good shout. There you go. Now we're not listening to anything. I can see the audio capture, and it's still going around. So, there you go. Oh, it's a piggy bank! It's a piggy bank that I'm going to have to destroy because I get something out of it. Right? No, that's just my notebook. And that's the only thing that I have. Okay. Yeah. I mean, presumably you can hear me. Because I'm just standing here. I'm not standing. I know people who stream standing. And I do not have the patience for that. Possibly because I stand all day. And, are we still good to go? Alright, we're good to go. Hello again. I probably should have faded that back in. Please enjoy that audio pop as I just hit the unmute button. I feel like Mom's always been a traditional housewife. She doesn't complain even when wronged. I really don't like that. There's no way to go into the past anymore. Why is that associated with food? Back then, besides the New Year's, Dad never drank at home. I miss the days when he had jokes and stories to tell. Yeah, you're right, Bronwyn. Standing all day is not conducive to continued standing. I also move around a lot. Your eyes lit up. I saw that. Pictures of Mom, Dad, and I. The eyes have been rubbed off. They're not, though. They're flashing. I see it. Do you see it? I see it. I'm not looking at that anymore. Ahahaha! Alright then. So that is... I'm gonna get my phone. So I can take a picture of that one. That is... 6:15. Eyes. And then... like, half 7, half 8. Good. Strange quote on the door. Meet the right person at the right time. Something... Right. Does it mean the right person? It could be. I don't like the way she paused when I did that. Like, hey, guess what? Something's loading! Something's loading! I don't like that. No, sir? I don't like it. This is gonna go back into, like, the spooky radio room, isn't it? Possibly. Let's see what my audio monitor says. Yes, it is. Alright. Oh, now how am I gonna do this? Here's how I'm gonna do this. Because there is a piece of music currently playing. That's a really good accessibility option. I like that. And then everything has been inverted. Oh, that's clever. A ceramic piggy bank. Broken up for one's desires. Can I collect something out of that? No? No. Okay. Well, there we go. Gotta say, that's a very clever way of doing it as well. I like tuning the radio left and right. And that's how we move around. Okay. There's a puddle of clear water on the ground. I bet that was the wrong way to go. So what I think we have to do is follow these here footprints. Is there another indicator of where a person might be? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so that door is lighting up. I think just to indicate that it's a door that you can interact with. Can I go through any of these doors? The game's gonna jump scare me. I'm gonna go through this last door, and it's gonna go, boo, stop screwing around and solve this puzzle. Yes, it is. Okay. So... I feel like I'm missing something with that, because that's going to be, like, find the solution elsewhere. So what if we go... What if... That one. What if we go back to the regular room? Oh, piggy bank is fine. Then... Maybe there's something I'm missing. Because, like... The room has changed. And I feel like there was some... Yeah, this thing. Surely I can pick that thing up. What if I do that? Okay. I agree. What's this supposed to mean? A filled glass cup. Oh! Oh! That! Dye. That's going to be dye that we pour into the puddle, and then we turn the lights off, and everything becomes blacklit, and then that way, we can follow the footsteps. Alright. Yeah, I'm solving puzzles. I think. And then... There we go! Oh, and now we know that we have to go into this. Oh, I get it! Now we know the path we have to take, because we can just follow the footsteps. Very well done. Game, that is. That's clever. I feel like that's my go-to description of things. Like, oh, that's really clever. But that's how I feel about stuff like that. That's my genuine reaction to stuff. And I like when I notice clever things. Husband cheating, come home late, we specialize in tracking people. This looks like an ad for a PI firm. I'm just going to ignore the imagery right there. We don't need to look at any of that. That's pretty good. Although I noticed nobody is sleeping beneath the covers. Not even in paper doll tech can we work out how to sleep under the covers. Except for that one time in Haunting Ground, of all things, because, man, robots great at what they do. Humidity is real. It's like, oh! Wait a second. Do I need to do... Come on, light switch. Okay, can't interact with that light switch. But we can do this. So, you need to go to the thing that I had on my phone. Hang on. You were... Can I tinker around with you? No, I can't. Rotate. Oh, there you go. Like, you physically have to rotate the time forwards. So you were... Like that. Man, I hope this game isn't super strict on what it needs. And then you were... that way. I know, right? Henry Mildred Scott. Option 2. Are you 6:15? Yes? No? Wait. 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 Yes? No. Bear with me. I am going to try. Hang on. Get my phone back out again. Right. So, you would be 1 o'clock. Because it's upside down! Like the bedroom! We're in the upside down world. That's... Ignore that. This is representative of nothing. One day, Dad came home inebriated and tripped at the front door. Couldn't stand seeing him on the ground all the time, so I went over to give him a hand. Besides the stench of smoke, there was another smell. A faint smell of powdered makeup. Funny story on this, just to lighten the mood a little bit. I know that Avon tried to do their thing in Japan and completely tanked because one of their main things is like selling perfume, which is generally, traditionally, incredibly culturally inappropriate. And do you know what is the height of rudeness? Knocking on people's doors for no reason and trying to sell them things, which is essentially how that business operates. Didn't work. The teacher's desk. On it are plenty of assignment papers. I keep saying my guys should go to Japan. Mostly so that I could get on the team and I could go over there and build a store in Japan and be like, yeah. I feel like I'm missing something in that room. We'll come back to it. I wouldn't know what it would be. I feel like I need a puzzle item of some description. Oh, this is the room. Hang on. Just gonna mute a bit of that. See, get over here. Getting real quick on the audio input capture mute button. It sounded great the first time. When it just sort of popped back into existence. Right. So if we go to you, I don't think I can really do anything here. Are there any other rooms? There do not appear to be any other rooms that I can go to. Well, do you know what? Let's... Oh, that's great. Because you untune the radio, you don't go to any of the rooms. But that door is locked. And we cannot go back. Or forwards. You gotta go forwards in order to go back. So... there is only the 2 rooms that we can go to. That's upside down. We've done that. Let's go back to you. Because what we did do, we solved some puzzle or other in the upside down. And maybe that will do... because there was a locked door here, wasn't there? Have we opened that? Hell yeah, we have. This is the dawn of the 90s. Look how radical and hypercolored that is. It's the colors of the Florida Mayhem. My guys in Overwatch League. Because they have the radical blue and like neon pink and black color scheme. I love it. Um. Anyways, hi. I've received your paper plane. I was truly worried you were still having trouble at home. But it looks like my concern was slightly unfounded. Like the white daffodil, you are innocent, vain, and candid in nature. Perched beside a pond in your snow white. But is this inappropriate? I feel like he's being inappropriate. Being different from others can be a tough way to live. But I think I can understand that feeling. You said you want to learn more about my time abroad. All I can say right now is my past is rather complicated. Unfortunately, many horrible things have happened on this land in the last decade. Believe it or not, our society wasn't always like this, oppressive and cold. Perhaps we should take a stroll down the boulevard on the weekend. There are things our censored textbooks don't mention, but are definitely worth knowing. Yes. Read banned books, kids. If a book has been banned, then you are supposed to read it. And it's weird because the books get banned or, pulled from the shelves for a variety of stupid reasons. Most of them, tolerance. Just off the top of my head, I know, I Am Jazz and Tango Makes Three, because you can't be as woke. That's what that is. You can't be supporting that to the kids. No, sir. Okay, what do with Paper Plane? Is there anything here? There shouldn't be anything here, right? Because, alright, Empirical Woodland, prove me wrong. I'm going to agree with you on that one. But otherwise, I stand by what I said, and I don't know, 1984. That's one of the go-to, this book should be banned books. Read it. And then try not to miss the point. A lot of people, I feel, miss the point. Anyway. I wonder if the YouTube robots look at text on the screen and, muting that. And are they going to see that on the screen and go, an empirical woodland? I wonder what's... Right, hang on a second. I'm going to unmute for a second because I wonder if I am missing something. Hang on. Nope, it appears that I am not missing anything. So what if we just untune you? Door's locked. Okay. What if... Okay, so it doesn't matter where you untune the radio. It is always to the same place. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go back to the upside down room. It's probably something we can do here. Well, no, I don't just mean like, hey, YouTube doesn't like you. Although that is true. They just don't seem to like anyone much. But like, I mean more along the lines of, is it going to see that there is a particular set of words on the screen right there and pull my video for it? I'm not advocating for that. Don't do that. Hey, you want a paper plane? You probably don't want a paper plane. Oh, hello. No, do you know what? I'm good for banned books. I don't. We're not gonna talk about that right about now. So, toss my worries out and receive your guidance. Paper plane does not do anything. Um. Hmm. I don't know what to do right about now. Because I know that the radio doesn't seem to be. I don't know that they would pull the video as long as you're not in the under 18 ticks on both sections, but they likely demonetize. Well, do you know what? I don't monetize my videos anyway, because what am I gonna get? 2 hits? I don't need that. That's fine. Hmm. Being famous could be cool. Like, I need a coin. Where do I get a coin? Right? That guy, if it says he wants to be fed, then that means I need a coin. Where do I get a coin? I don't know. Is there a coin on the table in the house? Oh, your radio station's channel launched. It's 103.0. The Sturge. Well, let's go listen to that. And I say listen to that. It's on mute. I'll stop doing that. I'll stop having to do that eventually, I'm sure. All right, 103. Okay, the sideways room. MC Escher liked that. Oh no, we're gonna have to fight Daniela. One of them's gonna be a weird, creepy monster. And I'm already pre-flinching. Follow that shadow in the dark, then you will be closer to the truth. Oh. Maybe we turn all the lights off then. I still maintain that I don't know that I would want to be world famous. Like, what would you even do with that? It'd be cool to have people go like, "Hey, it's that guy. What did I tell you?" Something weird's going on. Okay, so my line of thinking, right? Because this ghost is heading to the left, that light needs to be turned on. Because now the shadow is heading to the right. And so am I. And so is... Yeah! Well, see, that's the thing, Bronwyn. Having the money to do what I like and enjoy would be nice, and part of that comes, or would come, from being famous. But it's like, just having a bunch of money by itself. Okay, I've got to do something with it, you know? Why do... I forgot where that sentence went. Anyway. I drew this when I was little. It was always kept, even when we moved the furniture around. That's cute. See, the only thing I can do is one of my cousins, instead of drawing on the wall, decided to rip an entire chunk of wallpaper off. And as is a common sentence in a lot of my stories, to this day, Mum brings it up, apropos of nothing. The theatre's ticket counter. Well, now... I think I know what I have to do. I think we go and we give the piggy bank a coin in the real world, and then we go to the upside down bedroom so that the piggy bank will break and we can take whatever is inside. And it won't be a coin, it will be muted, is what it will be. It will be some plot important item. I mean, I appreciate this music sounds very old-timey, and it's probably not going to be in the Content ID database, but you never know. And this, right, okay, this is just going to be me moaning for a little bit, so come with me on this journey. Yeah, see? That's what I thought. 4 or 5 of my last uploads have been Content ID'd. And, like, fair enough, one of them was I stopped talking during the Zelda credits, so it got picked up for having the credits music in it. And I don't really think you can blame Auto ID for that. Well, one of them was, like, somebody sampled Kaufman's closing speech in Shattered Memories. And because that is now part of a piece of music, we are now in Madoka Magica, or potentially Paprika. We're back talking about that again. Look at that. Yeah, because somebody had sampled that, now it's in the music database, and it got pulled up. And I fight it, and I say, if anything, you've sampled me, but no, that's not how the Content ID system works. It's busted, and I'm so upset that I have to deal with this when I just want to play Vidya. And I want to sit here and chat with my friends, and sometimes back it up on YouTube. And I can't. At least not without hassle. I'm going to sit here and pout. Hey, check it out. It's probably the thumbnail for this video. At least based on the one that I have pre-prepared. This is inappropriate. I know what those pink sparklies indicate. Wait, did I not have that? I didn't have that. So I'm in the past. And now I am no longer in the past, or I'm catching up to the future, because I have the necklace from the Teacherman. Hmm. Now, yeah, I would buy an island and populate it with penguins. But it would be one of those ones off the coast of Africa where it's warm. Because penguins do come kind of a... Thanks, Trilby. Penguins do come kind of a ways up. I learned that from Endless Ocean, where they hang out with you on the boat. A search warrant issued by the district court with a list of public officials involved in a bribery scheme. When I went home that day, Father had already been taken away. I asked Mom what happened. She quietly replied, Dad got his hands dirty, but he'll live. Hearing this, I felt as if she was smiling underneath. Yeah, one of those islands. Empirical Woodland. Potentially, I want to say Madagascar, because I know that that country has loads of minerals in it. And a couple movies that are ostensibly good. A reasonable excuse to enter the counseling office. Alright. Where was the counselor's office? I don't even remember anymore. Is it that one? Is it that one? No. Then, Empirical Woodland, I don't want to think about that. That's like, that's really, really sad. Right, so this one, I believe, had access to a school in it. I think that's what we find off to the right-hand side. Yeah. I'm going to assume that that is lashings and nothing else. It's fine. Hey there, Scribbly man. How you doing? The teacher's desk. On it are plenty of assignment papers. Are you sure? Are you sure that's what that is? Given the book gun, I could believe that that's intentional. Alright, there we go. Okay. Miss Fang? The counseling process is near its end. I'm glad you're back on track. And hopefully, we won't be needing me anytime soon. If there isn't anything else, you should return to class now. I still have plenty of assignments to look at. This doesn't do anything. Dang right, class assignment reports don't do anything. It's over. No matter what's been written on here, there is only farewell. Well, do you know what? I think that might very well just be a pretty accurate thing to have said. Because do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to quit out. I'm going to go find a save point. Because I was about to quit the game, forgetting that this game requires save points. So let's go and do that. And then we'll say goodnight. How about that? Remember, don't lose your progress. Andy, you jerk. Oh, there you go. It automatically solved the problem for me. There we go. Thanks for streaming. It's been fun. Thank you for lurking, Beeb Salt. Always good to have people checking in and hanging out. I hope you got a lot of writing done as well. I'm curious and eager to see how that goes. I'm gonna... There we go. Put that down over there. I know, right, Bronwyn? Like, when you just hit the close software sequence and then you go, no! Halfway through. Like that time I definitely didn't load state in the middle of Final Fantasy Tactics. That didn't happen. Here is my ending screen. Let's stop talking about it. Who do we raid today? Come on, Twitch. Who is live? Let's go say hello to... What are you playing? FKL. It was going to be Sushi, but she's doing a game that I want to play soon. And then... Yeah, I'm not going to raid Sushi right now, because then I'll get spoiled on something. And then I will feel very, very sad. I'm considering just doing some stream or other tomorrow afternoon. Don't hold me to that. I don't know. There's a lot going on tomorrow. You'll find out. Otherwise, come back Wednesday, we're going to start a new game. It's called Potion Permit. It looks like the coziest thing in the world, and right up my alley. So come back for that. And until next time, goodbye!